Hello everyone, this is Shraddha and here is my friend Sri. Today we are here to make you all interested about the subject biology and will also tell some important points on biology. Before we rush into the slides, now I would like to tell you something important. You please concentrate on all these slides we do as we have arranged a small quiz at the end of our presentation. So let's go forward.
Some interesting facts about biology. During any brain surgery, a small part of the human brain is removed. But the shocking news is it doesn't affect there's no effect on the memory or the personality of the human who's having brain surgery. New brain connections are created every time a person learns something new. That is, if you learn something new, there are new connections in your brain that are formed simultaneously.
We all think every day, we all get many thoughts every day. But did you know that we get 70,000 thoughts per day? And did you also know that 70% of 70,000 thoughts are believed to be negative? Let's start thinking more and more positive. This is according to a survey. So, next, uh, the thing is that our brain grows until the age of 18. Even we determine our height until the age of 18. People tell that only until the age of 18 we grow and then we stop growing. And our brain is also as such. And even our brain has a memory capacity. This memory capacity is equal to 4 terabytes of a hard drive. More than 4 terabytes. It is a memory, no? So, we have only 4 terabytes, and I don't know how we are remembering so many things. Yeah, this is because our mind is really special, and it is a special thing which only in 4 terabytes we are able to remember so many things. It is really interesting. Let's go to the next slide.
The introduction to biology. Biology is the study of life. So anything that deals with life comes under biology. The word biology is derived from the Greek word bio, and logos. The two Greek words bios and logos combine to form one word biology. Bios means life and logos means study. In general, biologists study the structure and function, growth, origin, evolution, and distribution of living organisms. The biologists are the people who study biology. So they study the structure, function, growth, origin, evolution, and distribution of all living organisms, including us humans.
Biology is important. Why is biology important? Yeah, biology is important to understand ourselves, the humans working. We have many systems in our body. It is the 11, we have organized with 11 systems such as circulatory system, respiratory system, digestive system, and some more. So we are organized with 11 systems such like this. So why do we need to study biology is to know ourselves, how our body is running. For example, small thing I would like to tell, why is acidity caused? For this question, we have got an answer. This is because of the acids in our stomach which are released when we don't eat at a proper time. So this is causing acidity. So just like this, there are many examples we can go through. If we need to study all these things, we need biology. Without biology, this would not be possible. How we could not know ourselves. Not only ourselves, we have many things in our surroundings, such as nature, fruits, flowers, plants, trees, etc. We learn about food chain that is in the biology. Whatever we learn about our nature is related to biology. So biology plays an important role in our life because we ourselves are made up of biology. Let's go to the next slide.
The origin of biology. Though biology is generally regarded as modern science, with late origins that date up to the middle of the 19th century, it drew on varied traditions and practices. That is, now people think biology is modern science, but it's not true. It origins early to the mid 19th century. It drew on various traditions and practices. That is, it coped up with many traditions and practices over time. The traditional histories of biology generally target the two main areas that merged into modern biological science, that is, the medicine and natural history.
Though animals traditionally drew the attention of many naturalists, the study of zoology remained underdeveloped. So, this biology has come in the mid 19th century, though animals traditionally drew the attention of many naturalists. Naturalists are the people who study about nature and also continue their passion in nature. And so, this went further, but then the zoology is remained underdeveloped in the Middle Ages. Though it is there in many books, medical bestiaries, but then still it needs time to get developed, is what is given here. So let's go to the next slide.
The history and evolution of biology. One of the oldest organized systems of medicine is known from the Indian subcontinent in the form of Ayurveda. We all know what Ayurveda is. It started from around 1500 BCE from Atharva Veda. It is one of the four most ancient books of Indian knowledge, wisdom, and culture.
Atharva Veda is one of the four Vedas: Samaveda, Yajurveda, Atharva Veda, and one more. So, in this four Vedas, it is one of these, and this biology is picked from Atharva Veda. So, the ancient Ayurveda, how has the ancient Ayurveda come? There are some complications in Ayurveda, and some people even don't believe Ayurveda. But then let me tell you the advantage of Ayurveda. Why is Ayurveda really special? Because Ayurveda does not cure only the part which is affected, either it will cure the disease from its roots, which makes the disease not come again and again. This, if the disease is cured from roots, then it is not repeated again and again. Uh, One of them from the Ayurveda, the ancient one, is Shushruta Samhita, who attributed Shushruta in the 6th century before the Christ. It was an early materia medica. This materia medica is describing, this is something which is describing. So this Ayurveda is of 700 medicinal plants, 64 preparation of mineral resources, 57 preparation of animal resources. So animals, minerals, plants. What are all these? Where are all these? Around us, nature. Even we are the part of nature, so we are getting cured by the nature. This is the advantages of Ayurveda, and we also got to know how Ayurveda evolved, and this is in India. Let's go to the next slide.
Now, there are three main branches of biology. These are zoology, botany, and microbiology. Now, what is zoology? Zoology is the branch of biology that involves the study of animals. So, whatever comes under animals, all the studies that come under animals, research which occur on the animals, all comes under zoology. This word zoology comes from the Greek words zoon, meaning animal, and logos, meaning the study of. So, the two words, zoon and the study of, that is logos, come together to form zoology.
Zoo. Haven't anyone of us visited zoo? Most of us have visited zoo where we see many animals and birds. Oh, next going to botany. What is botany? Yeah, the first thing we remember when we see the word botany is the Lal Bagh Botanical Garden, which is in Bangalore, Mavali. Yeah, most of us may have visited there and may have seen the nature, may have seen the so much flowers, plants, etc., which is really peaceful. So, what is this botany? This botany includes the study of the structure, properties, and biochemical processes of plants. So, this describes it. Why is botany important? It is important for agriculture. So, whatever we eat is come from plants. So, we need to understand the plant to grow the plants so that the production increases, and due to that the profit and other things are also interdependent on plants. Plants are the main source.
Microbiology is the study of microscopic organisms such as bacteria, viruses, and fungi. So it states in the word micro. Micro means as minute particles of biology. So these particles cannot be seen in by the naked eye. These are seen by specialized microscopes.
Let's
The
go to the
branch
next.
includes fundamental research on biochemistry, physiology, cell biology, ecology, evolution, and clinical aspects of microorganisms.
So here we have the significance of biology. I guess I don't need to tell much about the significance because we are dealing with the situation of COVID. Just let's imagine a situation. Okay, we don't need to imagine that COVID is not there or COVID is in imagination, it is there. But then let's imagine a situation where COVID is there and no one in this world knows biology. What would be the situation? If no one knows what is the structure of the virus, how does the virus react inside a person's body, how it develops, how it multiplies, nothing. If a person knows or anyone knows, how would they treat other people, how would people, almost all would have died because of this, no? So it is really unimaginable in this situation if biology was not there, how would it be? Not only in this situation, it is important in all the situations every time, but I wanted to just give a small example as we are dealing with this situation now. So, in general, biologists study the structure, function, growth, origin. This we already saw that. Biology is important because it helps us to understand how living things work. As I told, to understand ourselves, we need biology. How they function, interact on multiple levels. This interact on multiple levels is also known as a food chain. How a human is dependent on the nature, animals, etc. In the ecosystem, how the ecosystem is interconnected. So let's go to the next slide.
Now, the everyday uses of biology, foods and beverages. People like you and me consume a lot of food and beverages for to survive and for enjoyment as well. The food items that we eat comes from plants and animals. The microbes are used in the formation of dairy products like curd, cheese, and yogurt. Microbes are also a small being of which come under the microbiology section. The bacteria Lactobacillus helps in the formation of curd from milk. So there's a bacteria called as Lactobacillus. The scientists have named it as that. It forms curd from milk. Similarly, yeast, one of the simplest eukaryotes, is used in the formation of is used in the process of fermentation. So, what is a eukaryote? Eukaryotes are the cells with which whose nucleus is not developed properly yet. It is used in the process of fermentation. Fermentation is the process in which cells are used, added into some substances to help it react and make it another substance. Wine is obtained from grapes through a similar process, that is fermentation.
Clothing and textiles, an interesting topic. Now, what we are wearing, everything, the colorful dresses, designer dresses we get is all clothing and textile. This, so I would like to take an example of a wool. The wool is obtained from the sheep, so clothing and textiles is also related to biology. Whatever the color we get, dye is also from biology. So the dye we can take the example of lavender, which is a significant color which is found in India, lavender. So it is from the past British times. So this is a very significant color that is also dye. That's from plants. So again, it's from biology. So everything we are relating to biology. People wear clothing from biological substances. As I told, wool is also a biological substance. Nylon, linen, and other materials that we use. Has come from fossils, that is the dead and decaying organisms.
Now, the environment and the ecosystem. It is only because of the field of biology that we are able to understand the nature of interactions between the organisms and the environment. I would like to take an example of a climber to explain this better. A climber usually climbs on substances. That is, it finds substances first to climb on. But if it doesn't find any substance like any walls or fences or anything, it keeps revolving around itself just like this. It just keeps doing this until it gets a grip on something like a wall. We are able to understand the human physiology and sociology through the biological study of the human body. Right now, as Shraddha said, during the COVID situation, if we didn't have biology, then we wouldn't have known that the COVID would have gone attack the lungs and people would have got lung infections due to COVID, all that. Not only the human interactions, but we are now able to study the other ecological interactions and the study of ecosystems as well. Now, how the in the forests, how the birds sit on the trees, and the trees needs birds so that it protects the trees from other animals or any other people who come to cut the trees. They come, they scare away the people, or and then the birds need the trees because they need to build their nests in the trees, like that. This helps us to identify the potential dangers to the ecosystem on the earth.
Fuels. I would like to tell an important point here. So, in fuels, as of a research in 2019, it tells that in 50 years, the fuel will be vanished in this world due to we are using it in a very more, we are using it more than the requirement. So in 50 years it will disappear, and now it's time for us to search for an alternative or decrease. Yeah, we think, can't we produce fuels again and again? No. Yeah, we can produce, but then it takes years together. We need hundreds of years to make fuels again. Why is it known as fossil fuels? Fossil, it is made up of dead and decaying organisms. For these dead and decaying organisms to convert into fuels, it takes a lot of time. Yeah, let's go next.
Healthcare and medicines. The doctor, whenever we get sick, we consult the doctor. Doctor gives us the medicines, and then when we have those medicines, we are all good. It is only because of biology that the study of various disease-causing microorganisms have been made possible. Researchers have investigated the intricate nature of our microorganisms. That is, they have found out like what these type of microorganisms does. Like there are many types of microorganisms, harmful ones and good ones. So they've studied their occurrence, like where they occur and how they occur, their life cycles, like how fast they live and die, reproduction, how fast they multiply, and propagation, and hence comes up with measures of control for preventing the diseases.
Yeah, conclusion. In this conclusion part, we have included whatever we have done from the first, the significance, etc. So now it is the quiz time. So there are small questions.
Yeah, so what does logos mean? I would like anybody to tell this.
We have displayed it in the slides. Can
The word
anyone tell?
logos.
Study.
Yeah, correct. That's great.
Correct. What about the next question? What is the study of animals called?
This is a
Zoology.
trick.
Zoology. Zoology.
Yes, that's right
Zoology.
again.
Zoology.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's great. So,
What about an
what can you
occupation
tell
that deals
any
with
one
biology?
occupation which deals with biology? I hope everyone knows it's very common, and it's most of them's ambition to become that.
Most of the
Doctor.
moms. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to ask one more question. Can anyone tell the importance of biology in your point of view? We have shared our point of view. Can you please tell your point of view to us?
How do you think biology is important? A few
Yeah.
lines, one or two lines. That's enough.
Can anyone tell? Or let's move on. Yeah, Avni. Yeah, Avni, you can tell. Okay, let's go to the next question. So Ayurveda is chosen from one of the Vedas. We have mentioned it. Can anyone try telling that? The options are Atharva Vedas, Samaveda, Yajurveda. Anyone?
Ayurveda.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct. Thanks for everyone's participation. We hope you liked all our slides and also our quiz. We hope it was informative and we hope you'll start liking biology from now onwards. And I also like to thank Vikas sir for organizing such a beautiful program. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you all
everyone.
for listening to us.